Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today Reed just filed a current report on Form 8K, and I am seeing some important signals about their recent financial performance. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company released their second quarter earnings, and while the headline news is positive on margins, we need to dig a bit deeper. We are looking at Reed's Incorporated, ticker symbol Reed. This is a company in the non-alcoholic beverage space. They've been working to improve their financial standing, and this report is a snapshot of how they are doing as of the 11th of August 2026. This document is a current report, meaning Reed's is sharing important news with investors. In this case, the big news is about their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of June 2026. The report is dated the 11th of August 2026, and it tells us about the financial results for the second quarter of 2026. Reed's stock is traded on the NYSE American Exchange under the symbol Reed. It is a relatively small company with a market capitalization of around $11 million, and the stock price has been trading below $1 for a while. The main point of this filing is to share their financial results. Reed's put out a press release on the 11th of August 2026, announcing how they did in the second quarter. They have attached that press release as an exhibit to this report. Now let's look at what that press release likely contains, which is the core financial information. While this 8K itself doesn't show the numbers directly, it points to the press release. Based on the recent news headlines, it seems the company is highlighting that their gross margin reached 24% and their losses narrowed. This is definitely a step in the right direction. A 24% gross margin means that for every dollar of sales, 24 cents is left after accounting for the cost of making the product. This is a key metric to watch for any consumer goods company. This section just lists the exhibits that are part of the filing. The most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release with the actual financial details. Now let's consider the broader context for Reed's. The company has been trying to turn things around. We saw news in late 2025 about them planning a stock offering and aiming for a listing on the NYSE American, which they achieved. This move to a more prominent exchange is usually a sign of progress and a desire to attract more investors. Looking at institutional ownership, we see names like Armistice Capital, LLC holding a significant chunk of shares, around 6.1%. Vanguard also has a presence, albeit smaller. This suggests some institutional belief in the company's potential. The news from the 11th of August 2026 indicates that Reed's is making strides in improving its profitability. A 24% gross margin up from previous periods suggests better control over production costs or perhaps improved pricing power for their beverages. Narrowing losses is also a crucial sign of financial health improvement. However, it is important to remember the company's size and current market position. With a market cap of around $11 million, they are a small player. The stock price trading under $1 indicates that the market is still wary, or that there is significant dilution from past offerings when a company reports improved margins and reduced losses. It is a positive sign. It means they are getting more efficient at what they do. For Reed's, this could mean better management of their supply chain, more effective marketing that drives sales without a proportionate increase in costs, or a shift towards higher margin products within their portfolio. What I am actually looking for is sustained improvement. One quarter of better margins and narrowed losses is good, but investors will want to see this trend continue over several quarters. The ability to grow revenue while maintaining or improving these margins will be key to their long-term success. The risk I'm watching is whether they can translate these operational improvements into consistent profitability and revenue growth. Companies in the beverage sector can be competitive, and Reed's needs to carve out a strong niche to thrive. Alright, that is my take. Stay decoded. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. The research tools I use are linked in the description.